So I guess you were not able, none of you were able to watch the videos I posted on YouTube.
It was showing as private when we
Okay.
tried to open.
Okay, I will open it up. I will make it public because I thought they said that if you make it private, you can make it available for people by invitation, but I will make it public.
You don't have to make it public. You can make it unlisted. That way it doesn't show up publicly, but you can see anyone with the link can watch the video.
Okay, I'll do it. Okay, let me do a recap. Let me share my screen so that I can. Okay, so this is what we discussed yesterday. That what are the basic or what is the life cycle of end user service of end user services. So the we have defined it in 4 steps. Let me show you in a diagram. Or so this is basically the life cycle of end user services. Step one would be that a company will, whenever a company gets a new hire, we need to provide them a device, which may be a laptop or a desktop. In a corporation, whenever a new employee is hired, we have to provide them a laptop or a machine. It depends on the company, like what is their standard? Do they provide desktops or do they provide laptops or do they provide tablets? So we have to manage that device. By manage, I mean that we have to provide them with a working device, which means that it should have an OS installed on it. Most of the companies, they use a Windows OS. If it is a graphics company, then they might use Mac OS or Mac devices. If it is a software development company, they might use Linux operating system. And if it is a general corporation, then most of the users are familiar with Microsoft Windows or Microsoft Windows operating system. So currently we have Windows 10 and Windows 11 in the market or in corporate world. Currently, if you apply for jobs, you may find many jobs which are doing OS refresh or device refresh or OS refresh, because Windows 10 is coming to the end of life cycle, end of support cycle. In September or October, Microsoft is not providing any support to Windows 10 operating system. So corporations are forced to move on to Windows 11. So you will find many jobs where corporations need help in moving their operating systems from Windows 10 to Windows 11. And on the devices, you need applications which are required by your company. Every company has different sets of applications. If it is a graphics company, it may have some softwares which are heavy duty on graphics. If it's a general, it all depends, like what type of corporation or what type of company you are hired for. So each company has its own sets of applications, but there are some common applications which every company has it. So number one, communication software, very important. So what will be the communication softwares? Anyone?
Teams,
Teams and
Zoom.
Slack.
huh?
Slack.
Slack. I don't know about Slack, but Slack, it may be a communication software, but it is not commonly used. So every company you will go to, they should have Teams or and Outlook. Now, what is the difference between Teams and Outlook? Anyone has used Teams or Outlook? Okay, so um, in any company or every company, they need their employees to interact with each other. Now, the interaction can be in Outlook. This is an email communication software. So when you do email communication, it means that you want to inform your employee about certain things. You want to communicate with them. But this communication is not instantaneous. Like, for example, if you need instantaneous communication, then you use Teams. Teams is a messenger software. So it means that this is instantaneous communication. So this is an instantaneous communication, which means that so have you I'm pretty sure that all of you have used those messenger services. And they are very useful because you want to find out anything right away. You can just message through Teams and then you will get the response right away. But for email, you know that you send out an email and the recipient on the other side can like reply you whenever they have time. This is not urgent. But this has like documentations and then many things. So communication software, then what else? Security softwares, right? What are the security softwares? Antivirus, CrowdStrike is one example.
McAfee.
McAfee. What else?
Avast.
Avast. Then we have firewalls. CyberArk is one example.
Windows Defender.
Defender will be antivirus. I don't know if it is classified as firewall or no, but what else? Phishing software. What is phishing? Anyone? Any idea?
Like bogus emails.
They are not bogus. They have some purpose behind
Oh
it.
yeah, like they get they make a fake email, fake link, and then they can like get your information if you click.
Yeah, so this phishing software is to collect information of an employee or a company. So these are like fake emails, and then users usually are forced to click on certain links. As soon as you click on that link, it will capture all the information from your PC, and then it will send it to the malicious or to people who intend to harm the company. This way, they want to attack the company and get the important logins and things like that. So we have add-ins. KnowBe4 is a phishing software or phishing alert software. Actually, it is called Phishing Alert. What else? Then there are CyberArk. Then there is another firewall. It's ForcePoint. What else? Security software. Then VPN. Now, what is the purpose of a VPN?
You try to connect your local local area network from your business to some other place.
Actually, VPNs are required to you have resources on-prem. On-prem means your own locality, your company, right? You have a data center at your company, which is local, right? And you want your user to access those resources through internet or online, through internet actually. So a VPN creates a tunnel over the internet through which you can access your local resources. For example, actually,
Isn't that a secure shell?
yes, it creates, it creates a secure tunnel, and then through which you connect your local resources. So Cisco Secure Client is one of the VPN. There may be other, but what else? What else softwares do you think? Let me think.
Remote software.
Yes, Remote Connect. Well, that is part of your operating system, which is called
RDP.
RDP is part of the operating system. Remote Desktop Connection, right? This is part of the Windows operating system. And so RDP is a remote desktop. This is part of the what else? Yeah, very important actually. Word processors, right? What do we have in word processors?
Microsoft Office,
Right.
Microsoft Word.
Right. Microsoft Office. Nowadays it is 365, which has Word, Excel. It also has Outlook, PowerPoint, and what else? Right? Which other softwares do we need in a corporation?
Browsers, web browser.
So yeah, very good. Web browsers, yes. Web browsers, we have Microsoft Edge and Chrome. These are the two most popular browsers, which every company requires on their. What else do we need?
Adobe.
Firefox.
Yes, very good. Adobe, which will come under word processor.
And Firefox as well.
Yes, Firefox is also good. Firefox. So yes, Microsoft Office products we need, and Adobe is again very big.
Oh yeah, and 7-Zip as well.
Yes. Actually, it is part. So we have what do they call it? Compressors, I guess. So we have a built-in OS, actually Windows built-in. So if you go to your file manager, you can compress send to compressed zip, right? This compressed zip folder is built in, right? But we can also install 7-Zip. 7-Zip is also, so one is built-in compressor, Windows built-in, and we also have 7-Zip. Okay, so yeah, so these are some of the applications which are required by every corporation, which means that when you build a laptop or a device for an employee, you need OS, which is your Windows, depending on the company. So you need OS, which may be Microsoft Windows, Mac, Linux, right? And if it is a mobile device, then it may be Android or Apple iOS, but these are the three main common OSs. Then you need to install all these applications. You have to build a PC with all these applications. So now, how do you do it? You do it through several applications, like to build a new machine. Companies have MECM, which is called Microsoft Endpoint, Microsoft Actually, I forgot what is it called. Microsoft Endpoint Client Management. We will confirm this. Microsoft Endpoint Client Management. Or the other software. This is on-prem software. What does on-prem means? Anyone?
On premises
Yeah, which means what?
at the physical location of the company or office.
Right. And then we have another software which is Intune. This is cloud-based, right? Which means that this software is in the cloud, and then you can utilize it. Another software to build a machine is MDT. This is Microsoft Deployment Tool. Now, this MDT means this Microsoft Deployment Tool is free, and this is not as comprehensive. Like it fulfills the job, it does the job, but it's not as comprehensive as the Microsoft MECM. This software, if you know how to operate this software, you get very good jobs. But MECM or Intune, if you know how to operate these two softwares, then you have, this is like a class of its own. But you should have a working knowledge of this MECM and Intune. I will probably touch on these two, MECM and Intune. We will try to I will try to show you, give you some basics of MECM and Intune, because if you have the knowledge of MECM and Intune, then this is very, very helpful. This is one of the skills which is required by the end user service technician. So you use one of these software, you use one of these tools to build the machine. Now, different corporations have different methodologies, but they install all these applications. So to build a machine, you have to create what? You have to create an image. Okay, so we have like 10 more minutes and then we will stop. So companies usually have a image which incorporates the OS and applications, all the required applications. Now this image is usually like it's like the process is automated, which means that you connect the laptop with the network, which is your on-prem network, or if it is Intune, then it can be anything. So you connect your device to the network, and then you initiate the imaging process. The imaging process means that it will bring down the image on the laptop or desktop, and then once the image comes down, it finishes the process and your laptop is already configured. All the OS is installed and all the applications are installed. You don't have to sit and install each application. Because if you sit down and install each application, it will take you hours and hours to complete or to build one machine. And in a company where you have 500, 1,000, 3,000, maybe 10,000 employees, it's not possible to like babysit each and every device. So this imaging process is very important. I will explain you the imaging process. If you know the imaging process, that's another skill. This skill is required because during the interview, they may ask you how to image a software. So, how to image a device. So there are few steps which you need to know, and I will explain you how to do the image. So that is this is some of the background which I wanted to give you. We will continue we will continue next week. I want all of you to look into ticketing software, which can be ServiceNow or Service Desk. So read or do your research on what is a ticketing software and why do we need it and why do we need it. You may go to these sites and you may download these their free version and see if you can install them, or if they have web version, they can allow you to test out. So we will pick up from here and we will continue explaining what is end user services. So end user services, if I recap, it requires many skills, like A plus, network plus, some cloud information, how to troubleshoot, how to like what is an OS. You should know what is an OS, what are different applications, how to install, what is imaging process. And I will go in details. I'm just introducing these topics to you. And then in my next in my future lectures, I will explain further. I will give you more information. We will go in more depth in these in each of these concepts. These concepts may be confusing to you at this point, but when we continue explaining it, you will get like good knowledge of it. And at the end, I am planning to once we complete this course, we will build resumes, we will do interviews, mock interviews, so that you will expect what so you will know what to expect in the interview, because in the interview they have similar questions. They ask same questions in the interview, and I will try to prepare you for the interviews, because if you crack the interview, that is the most important thing. You should have confidence in giving the interview. So that is the most important. But all this background knowledge and all this hands-on practice, which we will do in our coming lectures, it will equip you to handle the interview. That's my objective. And then later on, I will also, I mean, the group which I'm preparing right now, I will continue support you people even once you get the job. I mean, first of all, getting the job is the most important thing. But once you get the job, then I will continue supporting you guys. So hopefully we will achieve our target of putting all of you to work, if I may say. Any questions, any comments, anything? Anyone? No comment?
No.
Okay. So let me keep on talking, and it will end abruptly, because I think, let me see. Oh, I have 2 more minutes. So once so these are all the applications which these are all the applications which are required. Now, whichever company you go to, you will face, or you will deal with all these applications. These are the applications almost each and every company puts it on their system. These are the basics which are required by each company. But then there might be other applications which are specific to the function of that particular company. But on an image, you will find all these applications. So So in end user service lifecycle, this is the first step. And the first step is to manage device management or device provisioning. We also call it provisioning. You provide a device to the new employee, and it is also called provisioning. Once the device is provisioned or created or built, it is then handed over to the employee, and then our step 2 starts. The step 2, I will discuss this. Okay, we are about to come to the end, but our next lecture will define what is device maintenance and optimization. And then we will go, and then step 3, step 4 is the retirement, and then again it goes to step 1, which means that device provisioning. So this is the life cycle of end user services. Okay, also keep on looking at the WhatsApp group. I post the videos and notes. I will also provide you the notes. I will also provide you the link of Google Doc. I will put the notes on Google Doc.